Haitians forced from their homes flee Port-au-Prince with what little they can carry. Days of heavy gunfire have been reported across the Haitian capital, including near the National Palace.
We haven't been able to sleep since last night. We're running away, me with my belongings on my head, not knowing where to go. I worked for the Ministry of Social Affairs for over 20 years and was able to build my own house. But now, here I am, homeless.
Armed gangs want Prime Minister Ariel Henry to resign and have blocked him from getting back into the country. He was recently in Kenya trying to finalize a deal for a Kenyan force of peacekeepers. The UN says it's getting ready to send a multinational security mission, and Caribbean leaders have called an emergency meeting with the US, Canada, and France to discuss the conflict.
We have taken the decision as a community to write the heads of state and heads of government of the key countries with whom Haiti is engaged as partners, inviting them to meet with our heads in CARICOM in Kingston, Jamaica on Monday the 11th of March to urgently address this state of affairs.
At least 15,000 Haitians have been forced to leave their homes because of days of fighting between gangs and the police. Food and water and other basic necessities are increasingly hard to find.
The director of police, that carefree and inhuman man, must do what he wants with the bandits. We can't take it anymore. We've lost all our possessions, everything we owned. We've lost our families. We're on the streets today, seeking refuge in other safer shelters.
With no functioning government in Haiti, people say the gangs, which control large parts of the country, are making life unbearable. Imran, Al Jazeera.
The United Nations is describing the capital of Haiti as a city under siege. Thousands have fled Port-au-Prince as armed gangs battle to seize complete control. Caribbean leaders have called an emergency meeting on Monday for talks with Canada, France, and the U.S. Well, Rosa Friedman is a professor of law, conflict, and global development at Reading University. She joins us from London. Thank you for being with us this hour. What do you think is the way forward? What are the next steps right now? I mean, for Haiti as a country, it's hard to imagine the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, going back. Nobody is pushing for that. Nobody wants him back in Haiti, it seems. But without a Prime Minister, where next?
Really what needs to happen is for Ariel Henry to step down, to resign, or to be deposed, and for an interim government primarily made up of committed civil society organisations, including human rights organisations, to take control of the country and to implement free and fair elections as soon as is possible. And they will need support for that. The Haitian police, the Haitian military will need support for that. But it really needs to be Haiti's civil society and Haitian people that drive this forward and not an international intervention.
You mentioned, did I hear that right? You mentioned human rights organizations maybe taking control of the country and as you envision it. Is that right?
There have been proposals in recent years from different parts of Haitian civil society, including human rights organizations, for ways forward in terms of having interim governance while free and fair elections are put into place. Now, none of those would involve having international interventions. We know that in Haiti, for at least 100 years, international interventions have absolutely destroyed the country. And every time Haitians have voted in and elected governments that they want, international interventions have actually deposed them. So the last thing that Haiti needs is yet another international intervention.
So you say, in your view, no to the multinational task force that was approved by the UN Security Council back in October, that's supposed to be led by Kenya, but still hasn't. We're waiting for the green light from the Kenyan Parliament, if I'm not mistaken.
I say absolutely no to that. And I think that if you listen to most Haitian voices on the ground and in the diaspora, they are saying no to an international task force led by a country that do not speak Creole, that do not speak French, that do not speak Spanish, that don't know the climate and the context in Haiti. But also let's remember that the United Nations Stabilization Mission in Haiti absolutely failed. It brought cholera into the country. There was rampant sexual exploitation and abuse. There were grave human rights violations and use of force. And eventually that stabilization mission left, first of all turning into a justice and human rights mission, then altogether leaving the country. What Haiti does not need is a UN task force or a UN appointed task force to come into the country. What it really needs is to have support for Haitian infrastructure, for Haitian police, Haitian military and Haitian civil society, because this violence and cycles of violence will only end with Haitian solutions on the ground.
But Ms. Friedman, I hear you, but how do you even begin to get the support? You mentioned civil society having the support of police and the military. How do you even begin to see that happen when the capital is controlled by gangs?
Well, the starting point of these gangs are a very small minority. Now, yes, there is grave violence going on, and yes, these gangs have large amounts of weapons, but we see that in many other countries in the region. We've seen that previously in Colombia, in El Salvador, in Honduras, and that doesn't then lead to this immediate international intervention being used as the one-size-fits-all. So what is the difference between Haiti and these other countries? Why is it that we support other countries to address the problems within their midst, but in Haiti, which was the first black sovereign republic in the Western Hemisphere, there's always talk about intervening from the outside, particularly by actors who do not know the context of the country, rather than supporting the country to intervene itself? There is really only one answer that we can think of, and that answer is, of course, racism.
Rosa Friedman, Professor of Law, Conflict and Global Development at Reading University. I thank you so much for your time, for the perspective you brought us. There is definitely a longer conversation, to be had about that, and I hope we'll have a chance to have it. Thank you.
Thank you.